guys, good morning and welcome to the first cup. The first cup of coffee, that is. I enjoy to have the first cup of coffee with you. My husband, whom sometimes I call the Mister, he does not drink coffee, but I do. And I really enjoy a cup of coffee in the mornings. And I enjoy it while reading the Word. And so that is what we do in the first cup. We read the Word, and in particularly the Word that is referenced in works. The Word that is referenced in usually nonfiction works. We enjoy to read those works. The Word that is referenced in these particular works. On Tuesday, February 1st, we will be reading through a brand new for us here at the First Cup title. And I am very, very excited to share that with you next week. But for today, we are looking at the elders, the called out ones, the elders of the church, and we're starting with Acts 14:23. Actually, we are going to linger in the book of Acts for today. So, Acts 14:23 reads as follows: "And when they had appointed elders for them in every church, with prayer and fasting, they committed them to the Lord in whom they had believed." Okay? Acts 15:13 is next. 15:13. And we're going to start in 12. "And all the assembly fell silent, and they listened to Barnabas and Paul as they related what signs and wonders God had done through them among the Gentiles. After they finished speaking, James replied, 'Brothers, listen to me. Simon has related how God first visited the Gentiles to take from them a people for his name. And with this, the words of the prophets agreed, just as written.'" So that is Acts 15:13 and more. And let's move on to Acts 16:4. "As they went on their way through the cities, they delivered to them for observance the decisions that had been reached by the apostles and elders who were in Jerusalem." So let me read that once again. "As they went on their way through the cities, they delivered to them for observance the decisions that had been reached by the apostles and elders who were in Jerusalem." They gave a report. They delivered a report. A report by the apostles and elders was delivered. And that is Acts 16:4. Now for Acts 18:5. "When Silas and Timothy arrived from Macedonia, Paul was occupied with the word, testifying to the Jews that Christ was Jesus. And when they opposed and reviled him, he shook out his garments and said to them, 'Your blood be on your heads. I am innocent. From now on, I will go to the Gentiles.'" I mean, what more can we say? The Word of God has said everything in regards to how we, the Gentiles, receive the Word. So yes, Paul was occupied with the Word, testifying to the Jews that Christ was Jesus. And when they opposed and reviled him. He shook out his garments and said to them, "Your blood be on your own heads. I am innocent. From now on, I will go to the Gentiles." Enough said. Moving on to Acts 21:18. Acts 21:18. I think after all of that, I will take a sip of coffee. Acts 21:18. Sip of the first cup. And we're going to start in 21:15. After these days, we got ready and went up to Jerusalem. And some of the disciples from Caesarea went with us, bringing us to the house of Manson of Cyprus, an early disciple, with whom we should lodge. It's 21:18, and that was just 15. Sorry, let me continue reading. When we had come to Jerusalem, the brothers received us gladly. On the following day, Paul went in with us to James, and all the elders were present. Elders mentioned multiple times in the Word of God. So, in all actuality, I have sort of divided this into, in our first cup segments, I have divided this into appointed elders and elders. Because as we well know, we have elders in our families, and although they have not been appointed by the Lord, by the church, they have been appointed by God. One of the reasons I am riding the bus to work is because I have an aunt, and her name is, we call her Auntie Edna. She is 85 years old, and she has never actually driven really anywhere at any point in time. I think she rode a bike, like when she was a teenager. We have pictures of her and my mom on a bike. But Auntie Edna has lived in the city of Chicago for many years, and she lived in the city of Atlanta for many years, and her son lived out in California, in Fresno, for many years, and she ventured to all of those places, and she had a son that also lived in Florida. Both of my Auntie Edna's sons are deceased. So this has been my Auntie Edna's travels. Okay, Chicago, Tennessee. First of all, she was born in Tennessee. Secondly, she moved to the city of Chicago, where she resided for many years. Then she moved to the city of Atlanta, and she resided there for many years. She has since moved back to Franklin, where she currently resides. And one of her sons moved to Fresno, California, and her other son moved, him and his family, to Florida. So these are the places that my aunt has traveled greatly. Mind you, she's 85. And she ain't never had a car. She walks everywhere she goes. Like my granddaddy, she is a walker, and she's never actually owned a car. And I'm going to tell you right now and right here, it has not hindered her, nor has it hindered her life. She is 85 years old, and she is filled with the word of the Lord and much joy, and I'm amazed at her. In all actuality, I would love to be like her one day. to be living and walking around at 85 years old very simply. So, yes, that's my Auntie Edna and her walk around story. I want to be like her. I want to live a simple life, a simple, quiet life, get where I need to go, obtain the things I need to obtain. And I'm not saying I will never own a car again, because I do have a desire to own a really nice car. But what I am saying is this girl has got to get into walking. And that is what riding the bus is about. So, like I said before, I enjoyed to have this cup with you. And now it's time for me to prepare to get on the city transportation and go to work. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to our time together tomorrow with yet another First Cup. Thank you.